So let's get started in working with step 18.3, which is all about working with multiple worksheets. You should be in your payroll 3 worksheet. When you work with multiple worksheets, Excel is useful for organizing data in categories, such as time frames, sales regions, or account names. When a spreadsheet grows to a large size, you can organize related information in multiple worksheets. So let's go ahead and look. Remember, we discussed that within Excel, this is considered a workbook. The whole thing is a workbook. And within your workbook, you have multiple worksheets. So right now, we're on sheet 1. Click on sheet 2. So now we're in another worksheet. And notice that the worksheet is blank. And then we have a worksheet 3. And we can expand our workbook. If you notice here, get your screen tip. You see the little screen tip that says Insert Worksheet. Click on it, Insert Worksheet, and notice you now have a sheet 4. Click on the Home tab if you're not there. And in the Sales group, you can manage your worksheets. If you drop down on Delete, say for example you no longer want sheet 4, you can delete it by selecting your Delete Sheet button, and worksheet 4 is gone. Now click on your sheet 2 tab. You can also rearrange your sheets. Say for example, if you wanted sheet 2 to be in front of sheet 1, move your mouse over sheet 2, click, hold down your mouse, and notice that your sheet 2, when you hold down your mouse over it, turns into what looks like a sheet of paper. Holding down your mouse, drag sheet 2 in front of sheet 1. Notice right next to my sheet to the left, you should see a pointing down arrow, which indicates that you are about to drop sheet 2 right before sheet 1. Release your mouse and notice that my sheet 2 is now before my sheet 1. So you can rearrange your sheets by just holding down the sheet and dragging it to where you want it to be. You can also name your sheets. So if you double click on sheet 2, notice sheet 2 is selected. Enter employees. And press enter. So we just named sheet 2 employees. Double click on sheet 1 and name sheet 1 earnings, because this is the earnings for the employees within the company. And it just helps you to keep track of what data you have on which sheet. So the next thing we're going to do is copy data from another spreadsheet into our existing workbook. So go to File, Open, and find step 18.3 from your data files. And open it. Alright, so select the range A1 to D51. So A1, and scroll down to row 51, which is basically all of your data in your spreadsheet. And click your copy button in your clipboard group, and notice the marquee surrounding the data that you have selected to copy. Now go back to your payroll 3 sheet and click on your employees sheet to make it active, and open up your clipboard pane and notice the data that we copied is now in our clipboard pane. Click the paste button. You should be in A1. Click your paste button and notice that it pastes the data to our employees spreadsheet. Notice here you have your paste options at the bottom. Drop down on the arrow and you have two options. You want to move your mouse over the two options, and one is a keep source formatting option and another is a match destination formatting. We want to select keep source formatting option, and what that does is it basically formats your data exactly how it was in the previous spreadsheet. Alright, deselect your cells, and if you go back to your step 18.1 sheet, 18.3, I'm sorry, deselect those cells and save, go back to payroll 3 and save your document. So you should have two sheets within your workbook. One is the employee numbers with the employee names, and then your earnings spreadsheet with the employee numbers that actually match up with the employee names in a different worksheet. So you have just learned how to add additional sheets within your workbook, rename a worksheet within your workbook, rearrange by moving and dragging, and actually deleting sheets. Delete sheets, not insert sheet. You can also insert a sheet, but we want to delete the sheets that I just added within your workbook. So I hope you have better understanding of how to manage your worksheets within your workbook. Clear all from your clipboard pane, close it out, save, and I will see you back on step 4.